This video is going to show you how to set up your user portal with InstaPayments. To get started, we're going to go to our dashboard and we're going to go to the user portal link. This link is where your customers will be able to log in or subscribe or create a new user profile if they have not logged in before. So let's get started. I'm just going to enter the email that I quote unquote paid myself with. So in your case, this would be your customer's email. They're logging into this page. It would have your logo, of course, and your colors and branding. So we're just going to hit login. They're going to receive an email shortly, which basically gives them a unique link that's active for a limited time. As you see, it already showed up. All they have to do is click this login button. It brings them back here, validates them in as the consumer, and then takes them their user portal. This user portal has a ton of customers under it because it's my test one, but normally they would just have one or two. If they had not logged in before, it would create a profile for them and it would take them to this page to fill in their info. Stripe usually only collects email address and maybe shipping information, so we try to get a little bit more for you, like their name and maybe their phone number. They're not forced to fill this in and they don't have to, but it makes the user experience a little bit more pleasant, like we can show, hi Britt, and so forth. They can also set a password if they want. So, I'll show you kind of what happens. They set a password, takes them back to this page. They can also get to the page at any time by just going over here. But essentially, once they have this, these would each be, an example of a subscription that's paired under that user in the portal. They can manage their subscriptions here, see the different items they have, cancel if you have that set in the portal, update their cards, view past invoices. If this invoice had not been paid, like let's say we generated an invoice, but their card was declined or something like that, they can actually view it and pay it, which is pretty cool. But this one's marked as paid already. So it helps you basically recover some revenue if someone's card declined and so forth. A user can have as many customers as you need under them. Of course, in order to make it look good, I wouldn't recommend putting hundreds of customers under one user, but I guess you could if you wanted to. You can always manage your users over here. So this is the difference between users and customer. A customer is really like a customer object in Stripe. A user is what would be defined on our portal. So as you see, this is the user we just logged in under. And we can go here and actually view it. And we can help update them if they haven't done so. You can do things like come in here. Let's say these aren't worth anything anymore, so they don't really have subscriptions, so the customer doesn't need to see them. So you can pull them all away. So what's nice about this is it gives you a lot of flexibility on what your users can do inside the user portal. So if they've paid several times and you created duplicate customers under them, this would be a way where you can kind of give them one place to manage them all. We also allow you to manually pair things if you want it. So you can run this, and this will automatically grab all the customers with that email address. This will also allow you to do it manually. So you can go into Stripe and get a customer ID and add that to the user as well, if the email address was not a match, for example. So let's just do this as an example here. It's going to add a bunch to us. Yeah, so it added those back, it found them again, and so forth. And you can refresh this, but there's no changes. So that's our user portal. It's really, really simple. If a customer, we'll go back to this page here. Let's say they go to this page and they're like, hey, I don't really want to go to my email, but I've already set a password. Well, we could go in here as well, boom, and log in again. So the passwords are optional if you want, or you can have them just log in with the link. It's really kind of up to you. Or really up to the customer on whatever they find is most convenient. So that's how our user portal works. If you have any questions or features requests,